was a prophet during the time of the Babylonian captivity. Okay? They were getting ready to go off into captivity because of the fact of their what? Disobedience. Because of the fact of their sin. When you look at the book, it's a typology of what's going on in our world today, Sister Jackie. And that's what you have to do. I'm comparing this text with what's going on in society today. I know you all watch the news. I know you watch current events. I know you can see what's going on in our society today. The same thing that's going on in our society today is the same thing that was going on in Habakkuk's day here in the Bible. And you look at that in comparison. You ask me the same thing that Habakkuk was asking God. Habakkuk and God had a little Q&A. Habakkuk was asking God some questions, and God would answer his questions. But when you ask God a question, you need to understand that he already knows the answer. He knows the answer before you even ask that question. And you know that because he asked Abraham, is there anything too hard for God? God already knew, didn't he? He asked Adam, where art thou? He knew where Adam was, didn't he? He asked Moses, what is that you have in your hand? He knew what Moses had in his hand, didn't he? He asked Ezekiel, can these bones live? God already knew the answer to all of those questions. He asked Malachi, when a man robbed God, God always knows the answer to the question before you even ask. And he knew the question to Habakkuk's question. Answer. He had an answer for Habakkuk. It says, Habakkuk says, I will stand up on my watch and set me up on the tower. That's what the prophets did. Sometimes they had a tower where the prophets stood out and watched for impending danger that was coming. Now, Habakkuk's question that he's asking God in this book, he's saying, Lord, after he observed everything that's going on, have y'all ever looked at it in society and tried to observe everything that was going on? I mean, have y'all looked at it and seen? If you did, you would see what? You would see a lot of oppression, wouldn't you? I mean, what's going on? If you look at it in society, Sister Deborah, you see a lot of injustice going on today, just like it was going on in our text. Amen. And when all of the injustice and oppression goes on, and sometimes people think that God don't know what's going on. And sometimes people think, man, Lord, it's sure taking you a long time to answer my prayers. I need to know what's going on. If you want me to have faith in you, and a faith that pleases you, I need to know what's going on so that I can strengthen my faith, and then I can wait on you. I can watch for you. I mean, we have that in our society today. And the people are still asking that question today when we look out and see what's going on in our society. It's a lot of injustice, isn't it? You ever got fired off a job? It was unjust when you got fired off that job. Have you ever been oppressed while you're going through this world? Yeah, oppression is going on in this world. We meet the same criteria as they did in our particular text. And God see what's going on. God knew that you got fired unjust. They shouldn't have fired you, but they did anyway. You played all the rules. You were there on time. Matter of fact, you are a model employee. And since you are a model employee, I'm going to get rid of you. Some people plot and scheme against you until they finally get rid of you. And you know that was unjust. They had no reason to fire me whatsoever. I was doing my job. I was always on time. I was treating people right. I didn't get into arguments at work. I don't know what they fired me for. But then again, they fired you anyway. How you feel about that when you're done like that? That's kind of a hard pill to swallow when you know that you've done the best you can and they still terminate you off of your job. God knows what happened. God see what's going on. Amen. Even through all the oppression, even during this Black History Month. I know we know about something about Black history. Amen. All the oppression that the black folk went through. That's why Martin Luther King came. Martin Luther King saw all the oppression that was going on down here. He saw all of the abuse going on down here. He saw all of the trouble that was going on. He saw how people were being mistreated. Saw how people was being locked up that didn't deserve it, and the one that deserved it was being let go. He can't have a word for the people too, didn't he? Even when he came, he was still giving us some hope. Yeah, he was, because of that dream that he had. I have a dream. We all know that speech, don't we, Jelly Bean? I have a dream.